Work on making Luxulyan Viaduct started in March 1839, and it's beginning to dawn on some of us we're not that far from the Bi-Centenary. Now, I've been part of LVP for 5 years and seen no real change, which is why I hope these films can lead to new conversations, new ideas and aims, and help us achieve some real progress against all odds. This film's about user experiences. Many people come using the Friends interactive map and or their guidebook. It's very good stuff. Or there's the Heritage Trust with a bit more practical info and links to the app, the I Walk routes, 2 of them, with more detail really of what to expect, and it's updated when paths are closed. Our way is more bespoke. We get guests to give loads of detail of their requirements in advance, and that's how we aim to give a 5-star experience. So now let's see how 5-star we can achieve if visitors arrive from St Blaise in the south or from the Easter Valley. We'll start first with Jen. Hiya. It's really good for you to be bringing the kids up again soon, but we're just talking about the fact you haven't got the car half the time or some of the time.
Yeah.
How are you going to get here?
I have no idea. I can't walk anywhere because the bridge is broken on the path. It's always muddy. There's brambles and stinging nettles hanging out everywhere.
And what about coming up the hill itself?
I won't walk up that hill. There needs to be a path or something going up our road.
Yeah, like a proper pavement, yeah?
Proper pavement.
And then that would help, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
100%.
Thanks. I love to have the kids here. They're gorgeous.
Love the kids being here.
Cheers. Now we're going to think about Ponce Mill and car parking. So who owns what in that car park?
Well, the road, I guess, is owned by the council.
Well, obviously, I'm going to try, first of all, there's a system to report potholes.
Yeah.
And I'll do it. And you told me there's only really officially 6 spaces that they have to provide. Was it 6? Or?
6 for Friends of Luxulyan
Valley. But
yes.
What about anything else?
They agreed to let people have free parking, and then the council really haven't helped them in any way.
Yeah.
Vans and all sorts dumped there. I think it was the railway that took the last lot away. People have dumped their vehicles there, and she's gone to the police to ask them to provide her with the name and address of who, and they've refused.
Yeah.
And what I would say, it is definitely made worse by all the heavy traffic. What I did find out is that you can, if you feel that a bridge is of historic value, you can do what's like a tree preservation order.
Now we're going to move to the top of Penpillock Hill, and we're going to hear from a lady called Emma.
I have lived at the top of Penpillock Hill next to the main road for 10 years. Due to its rural location, public transport is scarce. However, there is a small red bus which offers a vital link between Lostwithiel and St Austell. This is a stop-on-request service. Due to the nature of the main road, a 3-lane A road with national speed limit and the site of frequent bad accidents, the bus stopping safely and passengers getting on and off safely can be precarious. Clear signs at the lay-by going down the hill towards St Blaise and coming up the hill at the top of the lane leading to Penpell, advising of a request bus stop, would help with safe stopping of the buses, passenger and other road user safety.
If anyone listening thinks buses don't matter because no one rides them anyway, they couldn't be more wrong. Seriously, could be another death, and who would be held responsible? This has to be a high priority. But beyond that, if we support transport that's not cars, other forms, there's no reason why we shouldn't achieve a wheel of park and walk or park and ride routes from all sides of the valley by 2030. And that would mean only blue badge holders and residents driving through our little lanes by that time. And now back to Emma, who wants to make a further point, this time about accessible paths.
Access from Penpell into the valley is down a gentle sloping path over a shallow stream which is no more than ankle deep and along a smooth pathway. The access from here down into the valley and towards Ponce Mill becomes steep and treacherous with loose rock. This is the advised route from the council. Before the path, a pathway on the right is level and smooth and leads to a locked 5-bar gate. The other side of this gate is the now disused sluice and hydro equipment. There is a footbridge here with safety handrails leading across into the valley. If the council were to open the gate, it would enable a safer pathway leading across into the valley and down to the Pontsmill area rather than using the current dangerous route.
The past few years, only the three of us, David, Bob and I, have been clearing places like this to make walking easier. And unfortunately, we're in danger of being punished for helping. We need to address this. The bylaws are not fit for today's world with volunteers helping. We're going to round up this first film on the east side with a lady called Lisa. She's recently arrived, renting some land for her horses, and that's an interesting new perspective on things. At our very first meeting, she already was interested to get involved in a variety of ways for the future, which is great. So you just experienced these lanes for the first time. What was it like driving through?
Scary. You could just about get my truck down, and it's like going down a hill, round, tight bend, up the hill, round. Oh yeah, it's scary. People can't reverse down here, I'll tell you. I know. I didn't like to say Cornish people.
It probably isn't Cornish people, to be fair.
On some
It's the
people, you look
sat-nav.
at them and you're like, you're going to have to reverse, because I'm in my big truck at the moment, and
The thing I'm trying to do, there's a corner down there with big blue signs, and it should say no entry to the valley because it's so steep and so pitted and so difficult.
And when the rain runs off and the stones get on, when you brake, even when you're
It's
braking
really
lightly,
dangerous.
you slide. And
You do.
We're out on horses on there, and like when we see cars, and it's like trying to find a gap.
It'd be so much
get
better for
in
you
for
if it was
people.
closed to cars, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If you did. So that's why I'm thinking specifically about that corner.
Yeah.
And I've got some ideas of thinking about this park and ride or walk, park and walk, whatever. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now that finishes up film number 1, but I need lots more content for the west, the centre, water, nature. If you have comments, please put them together and know that I have a deadline of August 31st. I want to finish all this work. The way to do it, the simplest, is if you have a phone, use film, and I don't mind if I get a visual or not. You can film the floor. I can take the sound away. If you could send your film clip by Messenger on Facebook, and that's Luxulyan Valley Stories Facebook page. Or if you don't do that, find my number and you can send by WhatsApp. Don't worry about any gaps or gaffes that you make. I can sort those out for you. And this way, not only will your voice be having a part to play, we'll listen to your ideas, and then hopefully you'll join in and begin to help deliver the progress that we need. Thank you.